Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is August 15th, 2020. I want to discuss a football player, a college football player who died yesterday on August 14th at the age of 19. He was supposed to be shot in an accidental shooting. And, he attended the school UAB, the University of Alabama. And he's the second football player to die from that school. I want to show you guys how his death is connected not only to the football player that died before him, but is also connected to his head coach. And his head coach, a man named Bill Clark, is heavily involved in this shooting. You know, he's at the hospital with the family. He's speaking to the media. And I don't like to, say things that I can't prove. But, doing this research, I'm kind of suspicious about these head coaches, How, why are they so involved, so caring? The guy died. And he's front line, like if it was his family member who died, even though he was just a head coach. And it's probably because these head coaches are probably, I don't want to say that they're carrying out the murder, but they definitely know more than what they are telling the people. So let's read some of the reporting. So we'll get into the decode, and then you guys can tell me what you guys think about this. And this is the guy here, the guy on the left, Alan Merrick. He was 19 years old. He was shot on Thursday in his hometown of Alabama, and he died on Friday on August 14th. And this is his head coach here, Mr. Bill Clark, a 52-year-old man who is the head coach of the UAB football team. But the headline says that UAB football player Alan Merrick dies at age 19 after suffering gunshot wound. UAB freshman linebacker Alan Merrick died Friday after suffering a gunshot wound Thursday in his hometown of Gadsden, Alabama. He was 19. ESPN Alex Scarborough reported the news. Gadsden Police Captain Bobby Jackson told Carol Robinson of AL.com an investigation is ongoing, but the preliminary details suggest it was an accidental shooting. Blazers head coach Bill Clark released a statement earlier Friday prior to the news of Merrick's death. Per Robinson, he said, and I quote, "Please pray for the family of Alan Merrick, a young man who joined our UAB football family this season. Alan was visiting home in Gadsden yesterday when he suffered a gunshot wound. He is at UAB hospital where I've been with Alan's family, but I do not have a condition I can share at this time. I ask that everyone please respect his family's privacy and keep them all in your prayers." No further details about the shooting were immediately available. Merrick joined UAB as a 3-star prospect in his 2020 recruiting class after being named the 2019 Gadsden City Defensive Player of the Year. He's the second member of the Blazers 2020 class to die during the offseason. Defensive back Jamal Smith drowned in May in Colwakla State Park Lake in Alabama. UAB, a member of Conference USA, is set to open the regular season September 10th against Miami, though the fate of this fall's college football season remains uncertain amid the coronavirus pandemic. Now, there's two things I want to measure. I want to measure from yesterday's date to September 10th, which I forgot to do. I want to see how many days before the start of the season this man actually died. Let's take a look. Okay, so he died 27 days before the start of the football season. Of course, the word ritual in gematria sums to 27. Now, this other football player who supposedly drowned back in May, I looked him up. He's supposed to be died on May 27th. And from May 27th to yesterday's date, here in the East Coast, it's already Saturday. So, but notice these two men. They died 79 days apart from each other. The other football player died in a drown. He drowned on May 27th, and Alan Merrick died in a shooting on August 14th. They died 79 days apart from each other. And what we know about 79, well, the word murder is 79. Because both of those men were murdered, ritualistically. But let's take a look at Mr. Alan Merrick. So, he got shot on Thursday, but he died on August 14th, the 227th day of the year. This year's leap year. This year, August 14th, is the 227th day of the year. And 227 is the 49th prime number. And this football player, Mr. Alan Merrick, his surname sums to 49. And he also wore the number 49 as a football player. And notice how he was 6'2", and he weighed exactly 260 pounds. I think that's also important because he died yesterday on a day with 62 numerology. And, of course, the word sacrifice is 62. Right? And 260 is just a reflection of the number 62, right? But down here it says that he was born on April 2nd on 4/2, a black man born on 4/2, back in 2001. And just notice from his April 2nd birthday to the day that he was shot, because he died on the 14th, but he was shot on the 13th. He was shot 133 days after his birthday. And in the language of gematria, football sums to 133. The name of the football team who he played for their name is the UAB Blazers. Notice it sums to 107, just like the word shooting. Right? And this is the coach here, Mr. Bill Clark, who's 52 years old, born June 28th. And Mr. Alan Merrick was shot 46 days after his birthday. And the word sacrifice is 46. And then he died yesterday on a day with 62 numerology. Sacrifice is 46 and 62. So is this the reason why Bill Clark is so involved with this man's shooting? He's at the hospital. He's speaking with the media. I'm not saying that Bill Clark is the shooter, but I think Bill Clark is aware that his player Alan Merrick was killed ritualistically. This man died 46 days after his birthday. I mean, when have you ever seen a head coach so involved? I mean, I went to school. I played basketball at my school. I mean, the coaches, they don't care about me or my family. If I get in an accident, you think the coach is he's gonna go to the hospital and ask how I'm doing? I mean, nobody really does that. Only family, But Mr. Bill Clark just happens to care so much about Mr. Alan Merrick. I wonder why. But yeah, so both of these men, Jamal Smith and Alan Merrick, they were both ritualistically killed. And I didn't come, I never heard of this guy Jamal Smith until now. I mean, I could probably do the decode now and see what I noticed. Because I never heard of this man's death. This is the first time I'm learning about him drowning at in his hometown. He was 18 years old when he died. Young kid, man. So it says here that Alabama star athlete, 18-year-old Jamal Chop Smith, dies in accidental drowning. I mean, so both of these men just happen to die accidentally. One gets shot accidentally, the other one drowns accidentally. This stuff is not an accident. So this was on May 27th. According to the Lee County coroner, 18-year-old Hamari Smith was pronounced dead at East Alabama Medical Center as the result of being what is being called an accidental drowning. Around 4:30 p.m. on May 27th, Auburn authorities said they responded to a call of a possible drowning in the lake of Chihuahua State Park off Shell Toomer Parkway in Auburn, Alabama. Okay, so this man was probably off the same way. But just want to look up his date of birth, see if I notice anything there. It's really difficult to find information on these people because they're not really celebrities, but they are being ritualistically killed by their school. Well, his name, Jabari Shop Smith, sums to 73, like the word sacrifice. Also sums to 163, the 38th prime, and death, murder, killing, RIP equals 38. And then his name also sums to 49, right? Like how Alan Merrick wore the number 49 and died on the 227th day of the year, the 49th prime number. But at the moment, I'm not able to find his date of birth. But I'm guarantee you, if you guys look up his date of birth, his death probably it's gonna be synced up with his death. And now that I think about it, May 27th, that leaves 218 days left in the year. The word death is 218. Yeah, so, can't find his date of birth, but just add up these men's ages. 18 plus 19. Was that 35? 37. He died in Chihuahua State Park. '59, the word kill equals 59. 59 is also a number stamped on black people. It's also 103, the 27th prime. He died on the 27th of May. And 167 is the 39th prime. Let's see something. Accidental drowning. Accidental drowning is also 103. Just like Chihuahua State Park. 86, like blood sacrifice. Yeah, so just one more thing. Just want to say rest in peace to both Alan Merrick and Hamari Smith. 19-year-old young kid from Alabama shot ritualistically, and Hamari Smith, an 18-year-old from Alabama, drowned ritualistically. So I just want to say rest in peace to both of these men. If you guys are new here, I recommend that you watch a few of my other videos so you can see that this is no coincidence. This happens all the time. Pretty much every single day. These athletes are being murdered ritualistically, most times by their schools, their employers. And the reason why is because these people belong to a secret society that has, these beliefs that sacrifices are needed for whatever reason. I don't I don't know everything about these rituals, why they do it, and what's the meaning of it. But once you learn the code of gematria, which is an ancient practice, you're gonna start noticing that these numbers that we are talking about here in these videos, they come up all the time. Football players dying in connection to the number 133. It's a very common thing. You guys remember the Super Bowl? What was it? The Patriots versus the Rams. One of the most low-scoring Super Bowls of football in NFL history. The score was 13-3 that game, and this is why. It's because football equals 133. That's when Tom Brady won his sixth championship, 6 months before his birthday. Number shows up all the time. And Mr. Alan Merrick died he was shot exactly 133 days after his birthday. And if you learn about the number 42, there's so much I can say about that number, right? Also number 46, So, watch some other videos. Look at the channels that I follow on my page. Watch their videos. And if you guys still have any doubts, just stay tuned, because tomorrow I might upload another video of another person being ritualistically killed. I'm telling you, this happens every single day. But I'm going to leave it there. Just want to say rest in peace to both of these men. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. You guys take care, and see you guys next time.